Some of the most hi. But some of the most popular fish today are the ones that get huge, that get humongous. My name is Jennifer and you are watching Fishy Pet Keeping. I make educational videos about animals, particularly fish. Today I'm going to talk about Today I'm going to talk about 5 different fish that are very popular. Many don't know that they will get huge. So keep watching to find out which ones it is. So let's start off with number 5, clown loaches. I have 4. So many fish keepers new particularly walk into the pet store and they see these cute tiny little fish that just scavenges around the bottom of the tank thinking, oh, I just ate that one, they are so cute. But what many don't know is that these guys get huge. When they are adults, they can grow up to be about 12 feet, not feet, definitely not. But they can grow up to be about 12 inches in size when they are adults. That is nearly 1 foot in length. And one thing to mention is that they are schooling fish, so you would like to get at least 4. I have my group of 4 in here, in my 150. But if you want to get a group of 5, then they require at least 125 gallons. I had 5 before, but now, there we go. I figured out like a few weeks ago, I checked on my fish and I only saw 4 in there. One was missing. Turned out that he had jumped out of the tank and sadly I lost one of them. So big schooling fish. That's really not what you want for your 10-gallon aquarium. And so going on to number 4. And number 4 goes to the goldfish. What are you doing? What? So yeah, the goldfish. So most people think of fish bowls when they think of goldfish. But what most people don't know, these guys also get very big in size, which is why you would recommend a big aquarium or a pond for them. So fancy goldfish, they get a little bit smaller than the common goldfish, but they still get big. They grow up to be around 6 inches, just the body though. I'm not including the tail. And the fancy goldfish need at least 29 gallons to thrive, but I would personally not put them in less than a 40 gallon. Now common goldfish though, they need a lot more room, because these guys get bigger than the fancy goldfish, and I would recommend at least 55 gallon to 75 gallon at least for a common goldfish. And one thing to mention is that they like to be in groups, so get at least 2 of them. So going on to number 3, the Oscar. Yes, one of the most popular and sadly one of the most mistreated fish in the hobby. Oscars, they are fast-growing cichlids. They are found in South America. I love Oscars, even though they can be real mean. I mean Oscars. Juvenile Oscars, they are adorable. Have you seen one? Because you should totally look them up. They are cute, but they are also very, very mistreated. When you buy them at the pet store, they are about this big. And I would recommend at least a 75-gallon tank for 1 Oscar. Because yeah, these guys get big also, as big as the clown loaches, 12 inches, but they can get bigger than that. And also worth mentioning too, I don't even recommend a grow-out tank for these guys, because they grow really fast. I mean, it is crazy how fast they grow. You can always see with your air eye how fast they grow. It's crazy. So I do think within a year you will have a full-grown Oscar. And coming up next on the list, number 2 is the common Precosmos. The common Precosmos is an alien-looking, still beautiful-looking fish that many don't believe get that big. Many people buy them at like this size at the store, but these guys get massive. I'm talking about 24 inches. That's big, right? It's also one of the most mistreated fish in the hobby because you don't believe that they will grow up to be that big. But yeah, they get massive, and I wouldn't listen to the term fish only grow to the size of the tank. This is a very common misconception. When they stop growing because they have too small of a tank, it means their bodies will stop growing, but the insides, meaning the organs and such, will continue to grow. So they will get stunted, and it's very likely that they will die prematurely. And the minimum tank size for this fish is a 150 gallon, which is the same size as I have behind me right here. I have I'm not sure if you can see him right now, but I have a gibiceps, which is, many people believe that it's just a common pleco, but the gibiceps is also known as the leopard pleco, and I like these more than the common plecos. I just think they're prettier, okay? And please, just please, if they get too big for your tank, please don't release them in the wild, or any fish for that matter. You should never release your fish into the wild, because one, if they do manage to survive, then they can become an invasive species, which is devastating for the ecosystem. Or number two, they will die probably a very painful death. So don't release your fish into the wild, it's just cruel. And moving on to number one, very popular but mistreated, and more often than not they are put in way too small tanks, and I'm talking about the red-tailed catfish. For those of you who don't know, this is a catfish with its beautiful colors and also very beautiful pattern on its body. But what many don't believe is that they get very, very big. Now the red-tailed catfish can grow up to be 5 feet. And I thought my 150 was big. And guess what? They require a huge aquarium too, or even better, a pond. If you're gonna have them in your home aquarium or indoor aquarium, they will require at least 1,000 gallons of water. But yeah, these guys get really, really big. Still a very popular fish. I really like them because they are beautiful. Yes, they have beautiful colors, beautiful pattern. I love that little red tail and those huge whiskers. They are also meat-eating fish, so don't put anything in there with them that will fit in their mouth, because they will devour everything in its way. So the conclusion of this video is that you should do your research. Don't just put your trust into your local fish store or local pet store. What I love about the internet today is that you can just take up your phone, a few swipes and a few clicks, and you got the information you need. And don't just trust one source of information, look up multiple sources. Do your research for any fish or any pet for that matter before you get them, and that way you are prepared and you will know what to do. It's never a good idea to impulse buy any sort of animal. Thank you guys so much for staying with me throughout the whole video. I want to know from you if you are a monster fish keeper and what kind of fish you own. Let me know in the comments down below. Now if you like this video, I would really appreciate it if you clicked on that subscribe button so you don't miss a single video that I upload. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!